Hi babes, I deleted the original audio of this video, so if it looks like I was talking, I deleted it. Okay, so what we're going to do. Okay, so the thing is that I am drawing in this video. I'm not going to claim that this is the best drawing I ever made because I haven't been drawing for a little while and I need to get back into it. So yeah. I also use Medibang on my computer and I don't really use that on my iPad. So this was actually my first time trying it out. That was an experience for me. Anyway, the drawing isn't done yet, so I will continue this in another video, but I just wanted to have some thing for you to look at while I talk, okay? Because I didn't feel like filming an actual video, and I also just wanted to draw and I want to do this more often. So, okay. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to cut that short and I'm going to start talking, okay? So, what is the subject of today's video? First of all, I'm going to say a disclaimer. I might be talking about a lot of stuff because that's kind of the point of these. I like to ramble and then I get to interesting conclusions. And yeah, I find it fun to listen to these when other people do it, so maybe you like it too. I am going to talk about the law of assumption, and I wanted to start about ego, okay? People have certain thoughts about what it means to have ego, and most of those mean bad things, right? We aren't supposed to have ego or whatever because that's bad and it's egocentric and it means that you're arrogant and blah 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 blah. Yeah, no. Actually, I completely disagree with that standpoint, okay? I used to believe in this when I was a little younger because everyone tells you this, so I kind of took that for fact. However, my opinions on this have completely changed, okay? We are supposed to be humble in the eyes of society, but I cannot disagree with something more than I disagree with that. Because have you ever thought about what it means to be humble? Why are we supposed to downplay everything? Why are we supposed to be like, I did this thing, but I'm going to pretend like it's not a big deal. I'm going to pretend that I did not put in effort. I'm going to pretend that I didn't do a good job. What is that about? Why should we be humble? I think that especially if you look at the law of assumption, right, where you speak your thoughts into existence basically when you're saying things like, oh, okay, look, this thing is not what I want to experience, but let me just say them anyway because we're supposed to. No, do you want to be not good at the things that you're doing? Do you want to, like, I don't know. The thing is, right, when people are confident in themselves and they honestly say what they think, for example, let's say that someone is really good at singing, right? And whenever they're singing, people say like, "Whoa, you're so good! Your voice sounds so beautiful!" Blah blah blah. And instead of being like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like to sing. I have been doing this for a while. I actually want to become a singer, or I want to use music, whatever, right? Whatever your dream may be." But if instead of that, we always go like, "Oh, no, that's not true. I'm not that good of a singer. I mean, I'm not bad, but I'm not that good." Like, why? For what? We're only like speaking into existence what we don't want when we do that, right? And it irks me because you know what happens when we express ego? And I mean in a way of confidence, right? And I guess I'm good at this. If we do that, first of all, we tell ourselves that story in our mind, so we're only becoming better at it, right? However, other people see it as bragging, seeing see it as arrogance. But why? Because they, first of all, are programmed to think that way. Second of all, they feel threatened, right? They're like, wait, but you're supposed to not feel good about yourself. Why are you here feeling good about yourself? What's that about? And they wonder, like, hey, why are you here feeling good about yourself while I feel like I'm a failure? That is what threatens them. They don't like that. You need to feel shitty about yourself too, so that they can feel okay with feeling shitty about themselves. Where you're supposed to, like, not allow yourself to be proud of yourself, right? Because why would you dare to be proud of what you're doing while other people are constantly doubting themselves and constantly feeling insecure? You know, that is a thing. A lot of people do feel insecure, and I'm sure that you've had those situations too, right? Like those thoughts. And you know what? That's normal. That's honestly normal. All people go through that sometimes. But you know, I think it's very important that we start teaching ourselves that it is okay to be proud of ourselves, and that it's okay to tell ourselves positive stories, okay? That is the entire point, right? You feel miserable because you keep telling yourself negative stories. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for that. People always are disappointed in me. Blah, 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 blah. It's just stories that you tell yourself. Like, oh, I've been practicing art for weeks, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I'm not as good as like that person, or I'm not as good as that person. Why can't we just be proud of the progress that we've made? Like, for example, is my art where I want it to be? No. But if I look at my art from like years ago, it's so much better. Why can't I be proud of that, right? Um, I think it's just strange that we, as a society, are so okay with everyone being humble and everyone downplaying it. And if you're not humble, you're wrong. That's so weird to me. Like, I want to cancel that. I don't want that to be a thing anymore. I think it's very, very important that we accept ourselves as we are, and even go as far as affirming for what we want beyond that, right? Like, you can accept yourself and then change yourself. That's fine. However, what I don't think is fine is when people go like, oh, right, so I want to be this, but I'm going to talk as if I'm the opposite. Like, please don't. Please do not do that. I want you to love yourself, okay? I want you to decide for yourself, like, yes, you are absolutely um, allowed to have good things in your life. You're absolutely allowed to be great. You're absolutely allowed to be proud of yourself. You're absolutely allowed to tell yourself that you're doing good, okay? If anything, please keep telling yourself that you're doing good, because that's so important. That's so important. How else do you want to get the things that you want in life if you cannot tell yourself that it's good to have them? If you cannot allow yourself to feel proud of those things? Especially this, look, if you want to manifest money, right? In general, you need to start affirming that you want money, okay? You need to start affirming a different story. So, if you don't have a lot of money in your bank account, you need to start telling yourself that you have a lot of money in your bank account, okay? But to um to keep talking about being humble and more like being having ego, right? I just want to tell you And think about this for a second. Let's say that you want to earn more money through your career, okay? How are you going to do that if you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough? If you want to be an artist, for example, let's say actual art, right? And I don't mean like singing right now. We're getting to it. But if you want to make money doing art, you need to tell yourself that you are a great artist, that you make great art, that people like what you make, and that people want to buy it, that they want this on prints, on stickers, on everything, right? You need to affirm that for yourself. And if you want to be a singer or even like an actor, you you need to tell yourself that you're good at what you're doing. Yes, I can sing. Yes, I have a beautiful voice. Yes, people do like to hear me sing. Yes, I am really good at acting, right? I am really good at showing emotion. I am really good at convincing the crowd that this is an actual experience for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is so important that you start being proud of yourself. F society. I swear, just do not bother conforming to what society wants you to be. Allow yourself to be proud. Allow yourself to feel positive emotions about who you are and the work you do. Allow yourself to accept who you are, okay? And also accept who you are deep down. So, not just what the 3D is showing you, but the person that you actually want to be. Allow yourself to accept being that person. Allow yourself to be delusional if that is what you want to call it, right? But we really should stop seeing accomplishments and people being proud of those as arrogance and having too much ego. I think the only thing we should not do is putting ourselves on the pedestal. We have the habit of putting other people on the pedestal, right? And that's not good either, but it's also not good if you keep on telling yourself that you are so much better than other people. And this is a little tricky because, of course, you can tell yourself that you're better than other people at what you're doing as a affirmation. So, for example, being like, I am literally the greatest artist in the world. Like, you can do that. That's fine. That's not what I mean when I'm saying that you shouldn't like put yourself above other people, right? I mean, like, don't look down on people. Don't look down on people. That's not good, right? If you're constantly like, oh my God, I'm so much better than other people in a way of like, you're so beneath me, that's not good. And I guess that could be called ego, right? Or like ego in a negative form. But if you're just proud of yourself, you're not hurting anyone with that, okay? If someone has a problem with you being proud of yourself, it's just because they feel insecure. And that is honestly not your problem. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just go end this video with affirmations. I'm going to do a little rampage for you, okay? Because I find it very important that you actually understand this concept, that you actually think about it, okay? So here we go. Let's do a rampage. I am so proud of myself. I am doing amazing. I like what I'm doing. I am the absolute best at my job. I am always proud of myself. I am getting better at what I do each day. I allow myself to feel the joy of my accomplishments. Everyone is super proud of me, and so am I. I am talented. I learn new things every day. I truly love myself for who I am. I am proud of the progress that I've been through, of the progress that I've made every day. I am proud of what I did today. I am proud of what I did yesterday. I am proud of what I did this year. It is easy for me to accept compliments. I am never humble because I accept who I am and I accept my power and what I've been through. I accept my accomplishments. Everyone is seeing my progress and proud of me. Everyone is happy for me. I allow myself to be good at what I do. I allow myself to be good at everything that I do. I allow myself to improve. I allow other people to compliment me, and I allow myself to accept those compliments. I trust myself. Anyway, that was it for this video. I hope this helped and that this changed your perspective a little bit, okay? As you can see, the drawing isn't done yet. I'm going to continue that in another video, and I'm also going to make more videos like this. For example, where I design the stickers that I make, and I will just talk over it, okay? So yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one, okay? Bye bye. Love you.